Hey, welcome to another What's Next Wednesday. Wednesday is the day that we go in and figure out, okay, what's the next step that we need to take in the processes that we're going through for our dreams, for our goals, for school, for life, whatever it may be. We're going in and evaluating what's the next step. So I always start it off by reviewing the things that I've done for this week. And I will start off by saying Monday I did not do a podcast. I'm sorry, a blog. The reason being is that I typed one up and I was ready to post it, but it didn't feel right. The whole flow of it, I started with one mindset and ended in a different mindset. And then I went in and tried to rewrite it. And in the process of rewriting it, it still flowed differently than what my initial thought was. So by the time I went through it 3 or 4 times, it never gave me the result that I was looking for. So unfortunately, I kind of bypassed it and kind of put it on hold. I'm going to post one, but this blog that I ended up creating is really going to end up being two separate blogs. So I didn't post one on Monday, but on Tuesday, I did still go in and post different sayings on my page. So there are four sayings that I actually posted this week. The first one says, don't rush to things that need time to grow. The second one says, it's a slow process. Quitting won't speed that up. The third one says, rushing things will not give you the things that you are expecting. And then the fourth one, which is one that I always kind of kick off with one of them, it says, let go of the need to control the outcome. Trust the process, trust your intuition, and trust yourself. So with that one, that's why I'm kind of kicking off this Wednesday is with that one. Let go of the need to control the outcome. You're in the process. You've gone through and you've started it. You've written it down. You've gone through and you've gone step by step by step. You know what you think the outcome is going to be, but who knows, during your process, that outcome may change. But once again, trust the process. Trust your intuition and trust yourself, knowing that although this is what my initial end goal was, because of the process, because of some things that happened during that process, my end result may be different than what I initially thought. And more than likely, it's going to be better because now all these different things may be falling into place for you. So don't get stuck saying, okay, here's my finish line, here's what my result is going to be. Because what you're doing is you're really stunting or reducing the capability of it really growing to what it needs to be. Because I'm saying this is what my result is going to be. But in the process, this is what your result can end up being. But because I have this narrow mindset of I wrote it down, this is what I'm expecting, then I'm only looking for this as a result. I'm not allowing myself to gain a larger perspective of what the result may be. So that's why it says, trust the process, making sure that I'm doing what I said I was going to do. Yeah, it's not going to be an overnight thing. If it is, great. I'm happy for you. But for most things, it's going to take some time. So trust that process and trust your intuition, knowing that you're doing the right thing. I'm okay with the flow of this. I'm okay, although it may not, my end result may not have happened or may not be happening when I want it to happen, but I understand the process. I understand what's going on, and I'm comfortable enough to say, we're still going to go in and push forward. That's why those other ones that I posted, don't rush stuff that needs time to grow. You know, have you ever eaten fruit before it was really ready for you to eat? You know, it's hard. It's not as flavorful as it should be. If you give it time to actually fully develop, it's great. You would allow it to actually grow to its fullest potential. But if you're rushing it, you're going to get basically something that's incomplete. And you don't want to put something out there that's incomplete. So don't rush something that takes time. And once again, it may be a slow process, but you quitting doesn't speed it up. If you give up, you just gave up. You won't even know what the end result is going to be. So quitting never rushes the process. It just completely ends the process, and you never see what's actually going to come from all the efforts that you've taken up to that point. And then once again, rushing things never gives you the results that you're actually expecting. I'm expecting this, but in order to get this, I have to go through these steps. If I try to jump steps to get there, I'm not going to end up with what I wanted. So once again, just make sure that what we're doing is exactly what we've planned, but don't worry about what the end result is going to be. It's going to be what it's going to be. You trust yourself. You trust the process, and you trust your gut feeling that says everything is still okay. It's going the way that it should be going. So that's the word that I want to leave you with today is don't sweat it. Go through the process step by step. Like I said, trust yourself. Trust that you know that everything is okay. I trust my feeling. I trust this process, and it's all good. I can't wait to see what the end is going to be. I know this is what I thought it was going to be, but man, it's going to be so much bigger than I initially thought. Why? Because I see the process and I see what's happening as I go through that process. And now instead of it being this, it's doing this. And it's just expanding, and you're going to get so much more than what you initially thought. So just keep pressing, keep going through it, and everything will be okay. So if you do want to reach me, once again, you can find me at wordsbywimberly.com. There, all my social media, you can contact me directly. You'll see all of the other blogs, links to my other videos, as well as link to my podcast are all on that website. And just some interesting information will be on the website as well. As I said before, my continued what's next is my process of building up my website. I'm still doing it. No, it's not going as fast as I hoped it would have gone. But once again, I know what I'm looking for, and I know that I'm still moving forward. I haven't quit. I'm still in the process of building my site. So I'm okay. It's just not, once again, not on the time frame that I initially thought it was going to be, but it's going. It's not stagnant. It's not just, I did not give up on it. It's going forward. So my what's next is continuing to do that. And it's also preparing for this conference that I'm going to be a part of on April 10th. I'm actually going to record a video for that as well. And you may have seen the pictures on my website. On my Facebook page as well for that. But I'm very excited about that coming up. So that's also part of my what's next is preparing my speech for that event on April 10th, which is the Leadership Experience conference that's happening. So once again, stay tuned for a video for that as well, or look at my picture on my social media. It has information on that as well. So once again, if you want to get in touch with me, wordsbywimberly.com. You can look it up on the website. You can even look up the hashtag wordsbywimberly, and you'll find my information. So there's a lot of ways to get in touch with me. Email me simply at michael@wordsbywimberly.com, and we can connect there. But once again, let's continue to press forward. Let's not get stagnant. Let's not worry about that things aren't going at the speed that I thought they were going to go at. Continue to move in the process. Just don't quit. Continue to press. Let's stay busy. Ready, set, go.